Colin Jeffries as Mem Kirby, the ghostess with the mostess. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sporty spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
Cosmo?
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Why did you put up the badminton net in the patio?
Badminton net?
Why did you put it up?
You didn't tell me to.
I most certainly didn't.
Then I couldn't have done it.
Well, someone has strung a net in our patio, Cosmo.
Probably the man from the fish market.
Fish market?
I understand there's been a big tuna run.
Take it down before you go to the bank, Cosmo, and give it away or something. It belonged to the Kirbys.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Marion? George? George? Marion? George, Marion.
Hi.
Topper.
Look here, you two ghosts have got to find your exercise elsewhere.
Why?
Well, Henrietta has ordered me to remove the net.
Oh, forget Henrietta. Grab a racket and I'll play you a game.
What, me? Oh, no, no.
Well, why not?
Suppose someone should see us.
Oh, Topper, you know no one can see us but you. Why, no one can even hear us. Come on.
No, I've never played in my life.
That's just the trouble with you.
Oh, no, please, Marion. Henrietta wants me to take in the net.
You might play with Henrietta.
Well, hardly.
Well, you still have us. Give me a racket, Marion.
Well, it's very kind of you, really,
Okay,
but
now, all you have to do is just hit it.
What?
See, hit it.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah.
Like this?
Mr. Topper.
Just swinging a bit.
Swinging?
All you do is just hit it.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Topper wanted me to tell you that it's time to go to the bank.
Oh, the bank, yes. Yeah, I forgot the bank.
Hit it back with your hand, George.
Simple game, really.
Yes, sir. How do you do that all alone?
You have to do it alone when you're playing singles.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, Cosmo. I had something to tell you, Cosmo. What was it?
I've no idea.
Oh, of course you do, dear. You're always anticipating me. Now, what did I want?
Buy something for you?
I think that's close, but not it.
Or pick up a package? Meet you for lunch? Or bring in the badminton net?
That's it.
Well, I didn't get round to it, dear.
No, I wanted to tell you not to bother, dear. It won't be necessary. We're selling the house.
What? Why?
I've been thinking about it. The place is much too big for just the two of us.
But there aren't just the two of us.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, there's Katie.
Well, I'm sure we can find a smaller place and still have plenty of room for Katie. Besides, you were so clever in getting a bargain on this house, we'll be able to sell at a profit. Have a nice day at the bank, dear.
But I don't want to sell this house. I like it here.
Cosmo, if everyone took that attitude, your bank just wouldn't have much business, would it? Besides, I've already talked to a real estate agent. Have a nice day.
George. Get in. George.
Fix you something, old boy?
Oh, George. No, thanks. Where's Marion?
Right here, darling. Join me.
Marion. George. Neil.
Oh, he's going to make a speech, George. Isn't that cute?
I wish to preface what I have to say by remarking that...
A little more wrist.
Oh, Marion, please. By remarking that all the time we've had together, I mean, sharing this house together, I've become very fond of you both. All three of you.
Oh, thank you. We like you, too.
Therefore, I find it rather difficult to have to explain to you that, well, what I'm trying to say is that Henrietta's selling the house. What? Well, can't you say something?
You hate us.
No. You're both, well, you're different.
That's right. Throw it up to us. Can we help it if we got knocked off in the flower of our youth?
We were assigned to you. We can't haunt anyone else.
No, that isn't what I mean. I mean, well, Henrietta doesn't know about you.
He's taking her side. He does hate us.
Loathing is written all over his face.
Will you stop saying that? I don't hate you. But if you can suggest something that I should do, I'll do it. Anything at all.
Tell Henrietta she can't sell.
Well, suggest something else.
All right. Now that we know your attitude.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Can't we discuss this sensibly?
Sell our house, will you?
It's not your house. It's my house, and I...
You want war? Okay, it's war.
George, Marion, stop that! George! Oh, Marion, please. Oh, please, let's be sensible. George, please. Oh, George, do please listen. Neil.
Mr. Topper!
We're selling the house, Katie.
Yes, sir.
I'm just throwing a few of our things together. All right. Show yourselves.
Hello, Topper, darling.
What do you want?
Is that any way to greet us?
Frankly, no. I'm being too nice.
Oh, we've come to tell you it's all right to sell the house.
Oh, you have you?
Sure, you lend us the money and we'll buy it. Clever?
Oh, you're insane.
What's the matter?
Lend you the money?
Of course.
Well, it's preposterous.
Why?
Well, you have no income.
Well, that's true. But we have no expenses either.
He's got you there, Topper, darling. Now you fill out the loan application.
Marion, George, this bank simply cannot lend money to, well, ghosts.
Oh, discrimination, eh?
Oh, don't be stuffy, Toppy. If you don't lend us the money,
Well,
we can always take it.
Marion?
Very determined woman, Marion.
She's just bluffing. I'm not worried at all.
No?
Should I be?
Well, women take to crime more easily than men, you know. Closer to the jungle.
Oh, nonsense.
Especially when the home is threatened. Nesting instinct.
Banking is a very serious business. You can't just throw money around like a...
Here's the first payment.
Marion, put that back at once.
They didn't even miss it. There's stacks of it around.
Really? How long has this been going on?
Now, wait. George, you stay right there. Marion, put that back where you found it at once.
Only if you tell Henrietta not to sell the house.
I will not submit to blackmail.
Come on to the vault, George. It's fun.
George! Marion, George!
Marion George? What are you talking about?
The new filing clerk. She's marrying George, our old paying teller.
There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, nothing at all, nothing at all.
I just thought you looked a little nervous.
Here's a fresh load, Topper, and it ain't hay.
No, what?
I said no, I'm not nervous at all.
Oh,
Catch, Topper. Amazing how far a dollar
By the
goes
way,
these days.
what was that?
Nothing? Nothing?
Nothing, he says. $9,000 in ones.
By the way, I was just going to say that, Mrs. Schuyler and I'd like to have you and Mrs. Topper come for dinner some,
Yes, sir.
Topper, didn't I see you just, I must get glasses.
Still gonna let Henrietta sell the house, Topper?
What about the dinner next week someday?
The house, Topper?
Anything you say. Only get out of here.
Yes, well, we'll expect you. That's a fine way to accept an invitation.
You're a hard man to shave, Topper.
You promised, Topper. Now put your foot
The
down.
house is not for sale.
Not for sale.
Be forceful.
Forceful.
And you're doing it merely because you love us.
Say it.
I'm doing it because I love you.
Why, you sweet thing.
Why, Cosmo, how nice to see you. Cosmo, dear, this is Colonel Newby. He came to see about the house.
Tell her.
Not yet.
But he's already seen it.
Mr. Topper, I presume?
Tell her.
Henrietta, I've just reached a conclusion.
Yes, Cosmo?
This house is not for sale.
Of course it isn't.
What?
Colonel Newby just bought it.
Oh, no.
You stay right here, rent-free, till you find a place. Then I take possession.
Wasn't that clever of me, Cosmo?
Mighty fine little woman you have here, Topper. Good head.
Good head. I've seen better heads on a mug of beer.
Good material.
Goodbye, Colonel.
Do something, Topper.
Isn't it wonderful, Cosmo? And he gave me a very large check as down payment.
She has it in her hand, Topper. Tear it up.
I couldn't do that.
Do what, dear?
Tear it up. Put your foot down.
But Cosmo, what on earth are you doing?
I've just put my foot down, that's all. I'm the man in this house, am I not?
Well, of course you are, dear. But why are you tearing up my grocery list?
Stop it.
What? I haven't even started.
Started. I'm hungry.
Not only does he sell our house, he begrudges us a morsel of food. Here, Neil.
Don't juggle your food, Cosmo.
No, dear.
I think I'll start house hunting tomorrow, Cosmo. Would you answer that, Katie?
Yes, ma'am.
But there's nothing the matter with this house.
We sold it, don't you remember?
Yes, I remember. And I don't think we should have before we...
We should stop harping on it, Cosmo. After all, I got a good price. We don't have to pay any rent, and we have all the time we
Hope
want.
this isn't an intrusion. Thought I could stay at a hotel, but there's a convention in town. Couldn't get quarters.
Why, we don't mind at all, do we, Cosmo? After all, this is your house. Take Colonel Newby's bags, dear. And, Katie, set another place at the table.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm warning you, Topper. We're not going to stand for this.
Your husband has very poor posture, ma'am.
What can I do about it?
Suck it in, man. Suck it in.
Would you get the door, Katie?
Yes, ma'am.
Right down there, Topper. Plenty of room. Well, set a good mess here.
I hope you folks don't mind terribly. Did the Colonel explain about the hotels and all? Dinner? Marvelous. I'm simply famished.
Mrs. Topper, Mrs. Newby.
How do you do? Would you set another place?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll get it.
Arabelle, this is Mrs. Topper. Oh, and Mr. Topper. They may be staying with us for a few days.
How do you do? Katie.
Yes, ma'am, I know. 2 more plates.
We've been invaded.
Locusts. Arabelle? Aren't we forgetting our manners? As a retired military family, Mrs. Topper, we have certain little formalities.
Our happy home.
What was that?
545 Rebel. Henrietta, we're being attacked.
Roll call. Up and at 'em.
I know, Katie, but Mr. Stopper and I wish you to look upon this as a purely temporary situation. Things will straighten out shortly.
That may be true, sir, but I didn't sign up to cook for the Army.
Well, now, please, be patient. Just for a day or two, will you?
I don't know.
Oh, now, please.
Well, all right.
Good, good.
I quit.
George, Marion, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Oh, I'm so tired, I hardly have the strength to materialize.
I know. They're not around, are they?
Out on maneuvers.
What's your outfit, dogface? I feel as if I were being spied upon. No, Neil, not now.
A fine mess you made of things, Topper.
Look here, Marion. The whole idea of selling this house was Henrietta's. Who thought of it? She did.
Mm-hmm. And who let her go through with it?
Well, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what happened when we had a cook we didn't like? A few manifestations. A few pieces of furniture floating around by themselves. Out she went.
By Jove, George, you know that's right.
Very simple problem, really. All we have to do is convince the newbies that the house is, well, haunted.
As a matter of fact, it is.
Good thinking.
After dinner tonight, I appear. Stir things up a bit. Terrify the new owners, and they demand their money back.
Capital.
Maybe.
Why, it's got to work.
Not now, Neil, but soon.
Come sit down, dear.
Don't slouch, man.
Your arthritis again, Cosmo?
Yes, dear, yeah.
Take a good hot tub tonight.
And don't use all the hot water. Orville, will you stop that?
Orville?
What's the matter? You know very well what's the matter. Stop it.
But
He done his magic tricks. Orville, show Mr. Topper.
magic tricks?
You got a hat?
Hat?
A hat, Cosmo.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
That's very clever, very.
He hasn't done the trick yet, dear.
Oh, really?
I shall now proceed to pour water in the hat without getting the hat wet. I hope.
Be careful now.
I now place an ordinary drinking glass in the hat and pour some water in the glass.
Hey, look out.
I now remove the glass from the hat and keep right on pouring.
Hey, watch out.
I now put the glass back in the hat. Make sure I have all the water. Remove the glass. Presto!
I wonder how he did that. Let's see, he took an ordinary water glass, and he put it inside the hat, right? Then he poured in some water. Then he took out the glass, and he kept pouring. Presto! I guess I must have done something wrong.
Where are you going, Topper?
Marion. George.
Why the suitcase?
Henrietta and I are moving into a hotel till we can find another house.
Oh.
We just couldn't put up with it. You understand.
Oh, we understand.
Until we find another place, you couldn't come along, I suppose.
It's against the rules.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that. Well, you're stuck with the newbies. May I say that I'm very fond of you, both.
Oh, George, this is ridiculous. We've got to do something.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of something this time. Come on, let's find Neil.
Oh, shut up.
Ready to go, Cosmo?
Sure, and I'll push you out. Welcome to stay as long as you want to, you know. Chest out, chin in, man.
I think we'll be happier in a hotel.
Come, Cosmo.
What was that?
I have no idea.
Termites, Topper.
Termites.
Termites? Do you mean to say that that horrible noise is termites?
Topper, yes.
Yes. You won't notice them after a while.
I never noticed them before at all.
There. See, what did I tell you?
Well, it's incredible that termites could make that kind of a racket.
Oh, we raise them from little nippers. It's all in the feeding, you know.
Now you're with it, Topper. Go to work, George.
Incredible. Utterly incredible.
Cosmo, you never told me about this.
Well, it hardly pays to advertise, dear.
I don't believe it.
But quite a vibration when they really get working.
What in this whole house is nothing but a
hollow shell.
Aren't we lucky to have sold it, Cosmo?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm stopping payment on my check and taking my family out of here.
Isn't that strange, Cosmo? A grown man being afraid of termites.
Not officer material, I'd say.
There are your termites, Topper.
Very ingenious.
Of course, we had to dip the bones in bourbon. I hope you don't mind.
Have I told you that I'm very fond of you? All three.